What if I told you that Bishop Rance Allen's death wasn't just a tragic end to a gospel legend's journey, but the beginning of a story so twisted, so hidden that it could shake the gospel world from the inside out? You won't believe how deep this really goes. Let me tell you, behind the powerful voice and joyful smile was a man who some say knew too much and was getting ready to tell it all. 200 fans across the world were heartbroken when the news came out. Bishop Rance Allen had passed away. Official reports said he died from complications after a simple medical procedure. At just 71, it felt like he still had so much left to give. Tributes poured in. Gospel giants like Kirk Franklin and Donnie McClure honored him. But behind the public grief, quiet whispers started. People close to him began to question what really happened. Some said he looked perfectly healthy just days before. Others said there was barely any public info about the procedure that supposedly took his life. No medical records were made public. No funeral open to fans. Just silence. But here is the shocking part. A former choir member who called herself a spiritual daughter of Rance Allen went live on Facebook and said something that made everyone stop in their tracks. Her voice was shaking, but her words were strong. She claimed Bishop Allen didn't die naturally. She said he was about to reveal secrets that would have exposed powerful people in the gospel world. And that's why she said they made sure he never got the chance. The live video disappeared within 24 hours, but not before fans screen-recorded every second of it. What makes this story different is the amount of hints she dropped. Hints that led fans to start digging deeper. According to her, Rance Allen was working on a tell-all project. Not just a small book, but a full expose that would have named names. Pastors, gospel label executives, even churches that were involved in shady deals. She said he had collected receipts, emails, contracts, and even financial records. And she wasn't alone in saying this. Other gospel insiders began to speak up quietly at first, saying they had heard rumors of the same thing. They said Rance was tired. Tired of seeing talented gospel artists being used, underpaid, and silenced. Tired of seeing the industry twist God's name for profit. But this is where it gets interesting. People started remembering that in the months before his death, Rance Allen had become strangely quiet online. His once regular Facebook videos had stopped. His church streams were short, edited, and lacked his usual energy. In his last recorded video, he said something that hit differently. If you have to stand alone, stand. Some fans now believe that was a hidden warning. They think he knew the danger he was in. He had stopped doing interviews. He had reduced his touring. And he had told a close group of friends that he felt like someone was watching him. Let me tell you what the craziest part was. Right before his death, Bishop Allen had scheduled a private Zoom call. That call was said to include 2 journalists and a whistleblower from a gospel label. The topic of the meeting, the corruption inside the gospel industry, and the secret deals that had been happening for years. But the day before that meeting, Bishop Rance Allen was taken to the hospital. They said it was for a heart procedure. He never came back out. After Rance Allen's sudden death, fans expected a proper farewell, but instead they were given a funeral that raised more questions than answers. It was streamed online with the reason being COVID-19 restrictions. But even then, something felt off. There was no casket shown, no wide camera shots, no live fan interaction, just short edited speeches and a strange sense that everything was being carefully controlled. People watching from home noticed that the stream looked heavily filtered. And when fans tried to rewatch it later, the video was gone, removed, deleted. Even channels that had saved clips were flagged or taken down. But why? That's not even the strangest part. One of the former choir members later posted on TikTok saying they weren't allowed to record anything inside the service. She said, "We weren't allowed to get close. It felt like we were being watched." She also claimed that Rance's brothers looked tense, as if they were being pressured to say only certain things. And just when people started asking questions about his belongings, his laptop, sermon notes, and unfinished music, they were told everything was safe. But till this day, not a single one of those files has been released. Not one final sermon, not one unpublished song. You won't believe what came next. According to that same choir member, just 48 hours after Bishop Allen passed, his house was cleaned out, not by family, but by church app-appointed staff. These staff members claimed they were doing it for the ministry. But no one saw what they took, and no one has seen Rance's laptop since. That laptop reportedly had everything. His voice memos, the outline of his tell-all project, Even direct messages to the people he trusted, now completely gone. But here's the shocking part. A gospel blogger from Atlanta who had started making videos investigating the truth behind Bishop Allen's death also went silent. Their channel was first demonetized, then completely deleted. They claimed they had spoken with someone who saw Rance's files and was planning to release them anonymously. The blogger's final video before being removed said they don't want the truth out because if it gets out, it destroys everything. This is where it gets even more disturbing. That same blogger revealed a name, just one, a megachurch pastor who was once very close to Rance Allen. This pastor had stopped inviting him to perform around 2018. And in the gospel community, it was no secret people noticed. According to private messages leaked by fans, Bishop Allen had told a friend in 2019 that he felt pressured to shut up or be shut down. After that, he backed away from touring. He stopped doing public interviews. He only spoke through church videos. Some now say he wasn't just backing away. He was being threatened. Destiny took an unexpected turn when a voicemail surfaced.